On Thursday that makes this car better behind someone else. Until then, they were scratching their heads.
Trouble already. That's Lancaster in the 83. Is that Dowsett in the 11? It is.
Oh, and he was running 5th, off to a great start. And Lancaster had moved up a little bit after starting in 13th position. Not sure if there's
not a great
that
deal of
much damage.
There's Dow's on the inside in the 11. Got a little bit sideways there. And then there was contact. The 34, William Mullins, was trying to give him some extra room and ended up bouncing off of the 11. The 83 had a little bit of help from behind, turned him around. Could have been a lot worse, Kevin.
And we had a big one on the second lap last year, so we dodged that one.
I'm not sure that Dowsett didn't have some sort of an issue, because he got all 4 tires down below the double yellow line. He may have had some sort of an issue.
Or he thought that something bad was about to happen and I want to get out of the way. And for all the guys in the tough pit stops, for his first live pit stop, as we take a look back at what happened to Dowsett.
I think the right rear tire went down on Dowsett's car. You can see it's down already right there. That thing really snapped around pretty quick. Probably had something to do with the damage from that earlier incident early in the race.
And let's go back to...
Oh, trouble.
Oh, and a big hit that Thompson took. Multiple incidents on this one. LeBeau, and on fire, that's Baccarella.
AJ Fike, the 27 car, also with fire trailing. There's the Gree car right there of Gus Dean.
Ray Cicerelli also involved. Great story. He qualified 7th yesterday in his 9th start. Didn't have a crew, had to hire one last night.
Michael Lira into the outside wall. You know what? The cautions breed cautions. We say that all the time, Kevin. Looked like the 66 of Mark Thompson got a bit of a bump from that white and red car.
And then Lira came by and collected Thompson again. And then Baccarella and LeBeau in front. Once one thing happens, it's everyone reacting, trying to be evasive.
And they're running so tight there, especially right after a restart. We were double file for 12, 15 rows.
Let's watch the top of the screen now.
There's going to be the bump right there. That turned Mark Thompson right into Gus Dean.
Oh,
hard hit. Michael Lira. John Ferrier, their 16 car around in the middle of the racetrack.
Let's see what we see on board from Gus Dean. The 32-degree cooling products.
Absolutely zero warning.
Yep, and nothing you can do.
Not one thing that he could do. He's just along for the ride at this point.
At 3 o'clock, the cleanup continues under caution. ARCA at Daytona. And trouble. There we have a big one in the back.
Michael Self is involved, as well as Thomas Prater. There's Andy Seiss. Quint Houff right there, the 98, also involved. Leilani with damage.
Ed Pompa. So up front, and will also look further back. So right there, Jones is clearly in front.
So let's see where it starts here. See, there's Leilani. You see the green car. Leilani gets a little bit of a bump from Bola Mastis, it looked like. That turned her into the outside, into Thomas Prater. You can see Terry Jones obviously in front here. And again, it all depends. You see the caution lights flashing, so it will be Terry Jones, our leader, when we restart this race.
So 7 involved in
see the
this
sparks.
caution.
There's Michael Self. He's going to jump to the inside. But unfortunately, that's where Bo LeMastus and Thomas Prater both went. You see Thomas Prater made some contact with the right side of Michael Self's car. Doesn't look, hopefully not a great deal of damage to the right side of that Sinclair car. There's Ed Pompa going by in the 10 with a lot of damage. A little bit more contact from Ed Pompa. Here's Leilani. She's going to get a bump and turns her right in to Thomas Prater. No fault of her own. And again, that's just hard racing. And these, again, here's the 28 of Michael Self. You see the bump right there. Michael thinks he's going to be okay, but unfortunately gets a little bit of contact on the right side. I think he avoided Bo LeMastus. Really keep that outside line away. It would be nice if that contact.
And hard into the wall. And it looks like the 33 of Fontaine is
on his side.
On his lid now.
See Bobby Gerhardt also involved.
Gerhardt in the 5. And we are under caution with 5 to go at Daytona. And that's the 7 car of Cody Robaugh, I believe, in front there of the 5.
Safety workers right on it to get there to Fontaine.
In the tri-oval. Look at the top of the screen first. No, from the bottom to the top.
Looked like maybe Kaz Grala might have got into the 58 car of Clint King to maybe start this. And again, everybody's out there pushing and shoving and not trying to give up any room whatsoever. You see the 33 of Fontaine sliding on his roof, and it's going to tip back over.
So how difficult?
There's another view. Looked like there might have been some contact there, and that got the 58 of Clint King, I think, into Justin Fontaine's 33 car. Cody Robaugh, Bobby Gerhardt came along with absolutely nowhere to go. You see Derek Lancaster gets into the outside wall right in front of them.
And Justin Fontaine took a...
You've got somebody just inches away from you, both front, back, and on your side.
Wild ride in the Promatic car for Justin Fontaine.
It eases over on its roof. The encouraging thing is there was not a hard
racing in this last little stretch, with Terrio coming from the top side, which hasn't worked so far, to get to the front over Terry Jones, who led a large stretch of this race.